Happy Faith Filled Fit Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for hopping in on my channel and joining me today. Today we are going to be doing upper body workout, and I'm going to take you along with me to show you what that's going to look like. So if you want to do some of your exercises at home, feel free. But yeah, so we're going to go through that today. But first off, if you are feeling anxious or you have a lot of stress on your plate or whatever, I hope that you've taken some time to just talk to God and have some quiet time and spend time with Him, because He calls us to cast our cares on Him, for He cares for us. He wants to be there for us. So if you're feeling at all burdened, stressed, or whatever today, I hope that you've gone to Him first. And then after that, we're gonna get to the exercise that can also help relieve some of that anxiety and stress. So let's get to it. Before I get to the strength training, I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes doing cardio just to elevate my heart rate, just like I've mentioned in the past with other workouts, just to get my heart rate going a little bit higher so that it gets a little higher during my strength training, because strength training on its own doesn't typically elevate my heart rate too much, especially on upper body. Lower body, it's a little easier for my heart rate to elevate a little bit more, but for upper body, not so much. So I really need the cardio to get me going for the first bit. So I'm gonna hop on the treadmill, get in those first 10 minutes of my workout. So I've just completed my 10 minutes of running. I worked up quite the sweat, so I'm ready to dive into this upper body. As you can see, I have some adjustable weights back here. My husband found these on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for a really good deal. Now, if you buy them new off of Amazon or Walmart or any sports place, they're gonna be pretty pricey. So if you want a pair like that, keep an eye out for deals, because these are awesome. They're great for our living space, and that's what I'm gonna be using today. I'm gonna be using 25 as my heavy weight and 15 as my lightweight, and I've been doing this workout for a while, so I might be able to up my heavy weight. We'll see, but I use the adjustable, so I have availability to change up my weights as I need to. So here we're starting off with the push-up. You're gonna wanna make sure that from your head to your toes, you have a straight line, nothing's sagging, nothing's arching. Make sure everything's engaged. Make sure you have your abs engaged and your glutes engaged. Here we're doing a simultaneous glute bridge and chest press. With the glute bridge, you're gonna wanna make sure that those toes stay pointed to the sky and that you squeeze those glutes when you press up, while you're doing the chest press. When you're doing the chest press, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna squeeze your chest as you do the press. Here we're doing a hinge bent over row. So you're gonna wanna make sure you have a straight line from your head to your glutes so that you're not sagging, you're keeping your shoulders straight and up. Make sure that you have the weight in your heels so you have more stability. Make sure that as you row up, you graze your rib cage with your arms. Here we're doing wide angle bent over row. So the only thing that changes here is you're bringing your elbows out wide rather than keeping them right next to your body. Here we're back to those hinge bent over rows, and I give you a better angle of what those will look like. Here we're gonna lay down to do our chest fly. Now bring those legs up into 90-degree angle and keep those feet pointed to the sky. By doing this, we're gonna bring in a little bit more core work into this. Now when you do the chest fly, the further away from your body you are, the more resistance you have. So if you wanna work a little bit harder for keeping proper form, you can bring those arms further away from the body. But if you can't quite do that, you can always keep your arms a little closer to the body. Here we're doing an overhead lateral raise. Make sure you have a straight line from your head to your toe. Make sure your core and your glutes are engaged to help support the upper back as you do your overhead press. In this one, we're doing the dumbbell bent over high pull. Now this one's a fairly new exercise for me, so I should have brought those weights down a little bit so you can see a little bit of my hands pulling in closer together. You don't want that. If you have the proper weight, you're going to be able to keep your hands parallel to each other. So as you're in that hinge position and as you bring them up, you're going to be able to keep those hands parallel to each other. You're going to do a lot of work in that upper back and in those shoulders, but it's going to be really good. Now we're doing a side lateral raise. When you're doing this, make sure your shoulders don't creep up. You keep them down and back to where your shoulders are square back. As you bring that arm up, you're not going to want to bring it out at 90 degrees. You're going to bring it slightly in front, like I'm showing you right now. Okay, upper body is caked. And if you joined me, I hope yours is caked too, because that means we got in some serious work today. So now that I did my 30 minutes of upper body strength training, I'm gonna finish it off with 10 more minutes of cardio doing kickboxing. Well guys, that is it, my workout. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Faith-Filled Fit Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and that you find peace, find some rest this weekend, and just spend time with some family. So, see you in the next episode.